Hello to you. The beer I've got right now is Twilight of the Idols. Kind of a cool, subtle can. It's from Farmstead. It is their winter porter. They do it once a year. And it's got coffee, cinnamon, and then aged on vanilla beans. I guess they brew it with coffee and cinnamon, and then they let the beer sit on vanilla beans. And I've had this a couple times. Last year I had it on nitro, and it was kind of like a pastry stout. And I've had it also from, like, they used to do bottles of it. And I think I had some bottle that was past its prime. Haven't had fresh cans. This is canned less than a month ago. I'm expecting to like it. And yes, I believe it's 7.2. Doesn't say, does it? No, but I'm quite sure it's that. And they call it a porter. But I'm pretty sure it's very dark. And not just from the coffee. But never had it fresh from a can, so I'm happy that I was able to get it this year. I don't usually go to Hill Farmstead this late in the year because you never know what the weather's going to be like. Ooh, and that's pouring. Ooh, yeah, that's nice. Check that out. Lots of head kind of developing. I thought that it was going to develop like different layers or striations of head. It's sort of doing it. You can sort of see it's lighter on top and darker here. But that usually is a good sign of a stout that's going to have a really nice feel and carbonation. Or they call this a porter, but look at it. You can call this a stout and no one would bat an eye. And yeah, Hill Farmstead doesn't do too many beers with this many flavors, especially like ones that are canned. And it smells good. I'm not the hugest cinnamon fan, but mixed with coffee and vanilla, they're using really good coffee. It blends in well. Yeah, that's really nice. There you go. Twilight of the Idols. Yeah, the cinnamon is definitely there, giving this like warm, spicy note, but it's not overwhelming everything else. I'm still getting this nice toasty marshmallow. It's like everything's coming together to make a wintry spice, but it doesn't have like nutmeg and other weird crap. Coffee and vanilla are kind of the most beloved ingredients to add to a stout, basically. I'm pretty sure. And the head's still sticking around. Yeah, it's not. There's no lactose here, so it's not quite as thick and syrupy as like a pastry stout. I did a review of their Song of Winter, which is a chocolate. They call it a chocolate stout, and it's lower ABV than this. And that one was like kind of hoppy. This there's still some hops to it for sure, and it's spicy and it's roasty. And I guess actually, I can see through when I hold it up to this like powerful light here. I can see through it. So I guess that's what makes it a porter. There's not a huge amount of roasted barley in here, but the coffee's definitely standing in and giving you some roastiness. But it's more of a coffee type roast that's milder of a roast maybe than roasted barley. It's still a nice big pillowy feel, though not. Doesn't quite get that silky quality that you get from like a really sweet beer. Yeah, touch of coffee and cinnamon, and aged on a selection of vanilla beans. So I guess it's focused on vanilla beans, and that's what comes out a lot. It has that smell almost of like really good ice cream and toasted marshmallows, sort of a s'mores thing, which I love. Yeah, and actually, it's when you first swallow it, it's spicy and a little bit roasty. It's kind of got a coffee thing, and you think, oh, it's gonna be spicy and kind of hoppy. And yeah, I get hop flavor, but it's still sweet and rich. Has a really nice body. This head's fantastic. that's really well made. Yeah, just throughout, there's a little bit of this, black pepper spiciness and this hint of this American hops, like almost piney and citrus rindy. But then there are all these other flavors. This is one that, might be better a month or two if the hops subside and the flavors don't. Keep it in your fridge. But it's unique. There aren't many brewers making like a more classic porter or stout, but then doing a hefty amount of flavoring with good quality flavors. Like this makes me think of a little bit of like maybe when Stone made a coffee stout for the first time 15, 20 years ago or something. They're probably still making a traditional porter really hoppy and then adding some flavors to it. Seems like Three Floyds or something. And now most breweries, when you make a flavored stout, hops are off the table. You don't want that at all. This is quite complex, I would say. Lots of different flavors. And it works. And the smell has that beautiful vanilla bean, toasted marshmallow-y type smell. Yeah, the vanilla beans are really popping in the aroma. And that's rich and full. And vanilla-y. And immediately some black pepper, hops. Actually, I'm noticing the hops less and less more, and now like the vanilla is kind of ruling. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, still finishing almost dry, like a porter. This is very good. This is. I can't think of a beer I've had quite like this. It's usually there's a robust porter that's hoppy, or you have a flavored sort of pastry stout, and this really bridges the gap and makes it work. This is probably a 4.7. Yeah. 4.7 I'll say. Bye.